When I think of home, I think of a place where there's love overflowing. I wish I was home. I wish I was back there.
Are you Stephanie Mills or are you Diana Ross?
I think I'm both because...
Okay.
I'm Stephanie Ross.
Well, happy
Diana
holidays.
Mills.
A Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa to all of the people. Happy holidays, good folks.
What's happening? Praise the Lord.
What's happening?
Niggas.
Praise the Lord, niggas. We are back with another episode of Getting Grown, even the day after Christmas or whatever, because we are real like that in these streets.
That's right. We're not gonna let y'all down.
Y'all better respect it. Y'all better respect the sacrifice, okay?
Because it is.
The sacrifice.
You can hear it in my tone the whole show.
I know, but we're going to push through. We're going to push past, okay? Because we didn't want to we didn't want to miss any episodes in listen, it's our first year. We're trying to be out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For the people.
Making sure we're here. 52 episodes, nigga.
That's it, man. That's the only way to do it. That's the only way to do it. But yeah, welcome back to Getting Grown with Jade and Kid, where we discuss all things adulting. The trials, the tests, the turns, the triumphs, the tragedies of being an adult in 2017. It's only just like a few more days in 2017 now, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, man. But
thank God.
Thank the Lord. We're moving forward on into this horrible administration. We just have a few more years ahead of us, and we're just going to grin and bear it until change comes.
Yeah. I'm not going to say what change I hope that is. So, question for you.
Sure thing.
Did you see the Kaya videos?
No, I cannot say that I have. Which ones?
Of her going, I guess she's got her little TV vlog, blog video.
With Itis Madison.
Live. Yes. And, she made a series of videos going after Reginae Carter, because I guess Reginae Carter went after her. And she's like, normally I don't read children's, but...
Oh, God. Oh, God. No, I haven't. And the people always tell me...
children's, but you need to stay in your place.
Oh, my gosh.
You're your mama's friend, your husband, her confidant, her spouse, her everything. You her meal ticket. I was like, oh, my God.
What?
Yes.
Girl.
That's what she told her. I was like, oh, my God.
It always crosses the line.
I mean, like, habitually.
Like a habitual line stepper. Indeed. I just like, don't understand.
You always go like 7 steps too far.
While we're here, though, I do feel like it is something that needs to be said. Kaya's name is Kaya. That is K-H-I-A. My name is Kia. That is K-E-I-A.
Yes.
There are distinct differences between myself and Kaya, and I would thank you all to just not call me Kaya ever again. I mean, it happens, and I know that it's an accident. I know that no one would intentionally call me Kaya when my name is actually Kia. But I just felt like it would be a good place to leave that reminder for the good people, our faithful listeners whom we love so dearly.
And also, I asked people how their name is pronounced. My brother-in-law's name is Kadani. K-I-D-A-N-E. He works at Starbucks. So he wears his little name tag. And of course, you know, white people be walking up. Excuse me, Kadane? Kadane. Just,
oh my gosh.
Ask people how to pronounce their names when they're not maybe like typical names that you might see.
This is literally the life that this is the fight I've had to fight my whole life. I understand that, you know, my name is, you know, such that, you know, to the untrained eye, it could propose a challenge. I understand. Like, I'm fully aware. I'm cognizant
That's a
of the
beautiful way of
difficulty.
putting it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that it can be, and I know that it could be off-putting and threatening, like, oh my God, what am all these vowels? What am I to do?
What's this? Thai Kiaya?
oh my God. No. They just want to say whatever they want. It's fine. But, yeah, I'm willing to correct you, and I can do so respectfully, up to 4 to 5 times. But after the 5th time, I'm going to have attitude. But I know that it's challenging.
Like, hello, how do you pronounce this? Sarah? Sarah?
I just feel like, I think that this also goes back to the national, need. It's just a national need. We don't educate people on how, letters work anymore.
No, we don't.
And I don't know who is responsible for that. I think that, but I don't know. But at some point, like, we as a society have failed, because people just use letters arbitrarily.
They do. Literally,
however they want. And I just think that there are rules that must be adhered to. But yeah, knowing who am I? Who are me to judge? Okay. But yes, I have not watched Kaya, come for somebody's daughter. Like and she is all of, let me shut up because I don't want her. Yeah, man. I'm talking about Kaya is, but I'm saying Kaya got to be 40 or better.
Better,
right? She got to be better than 40.
Better.
So
Kaya is she's a habitual line stepper, and I am going to ask you to go watch the videos and then you come back and chat with me about it.
All right, I'll report back. I will report back. Well, how are you doing, sis?
Thank you.
How was your holiday?
It was great.
How was life? How was this past week?
Past week was great. Got all my gifts in through Amazon. Came through the Zon. Always comes through when you're last minute and a procrastinator like myself.
You ordered all of Noah's toys off the Zon?
I did. Every last one of them.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. Just deliver them right to the door, sis.
The only thing that I couldn't get was a comfy critter. So I have to find that somewhere.
I'm going to have to Google that. I'm going to send it.
It looks like an animal.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
It's like a big stuffed animal and then it lets out into a blanket. But she specifically asked for a comfy critter. Could not find a comfy critter. So.
Send me a list of books. Is there a book that I should get her, or I don't want to be left to my own devices. I don't know what book she already has. So send me, I'm the auntie that always sends books. So just let me know.
I'm always here for little black girl books.
Okay.
She has the I Love My Hair and Bantu's Knots.
I love it.
She's got all of those. The autobiography of Sojourner Truth. I've already started reading that to her.
Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
I'll be out here. I'm like, listen, Disney princesses are great, but your hair is fine just the way it is. She love her a good long braid. You look like Elsa. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Elsa, I'm going to continue my movie binge, my holiday movie binge. I always try to watch the movies that I just love, and Frozen is really on the list. And I know that as a parent, you're probably tired of it, but yes, I want to build a snowman.
Well, do you want to build a snowman?
No. My favorite.
Moana 2, that's my jam.
I have not seen Moana.
Yo, you got to watch Moana, my nigga. Moana's so good.
I'm sure it is. I'm going to add that to the list as well.
Crystal actually took Noah to the movies to see Moana, thinking that she was going to be a great pass to have a kid in the movie theater so she can go see Moana. and little did she realize taking a 4-year-old to the movies is a nightmare.
It's not a fun thing.
She was like, she did not sit down. I was like, what did you think was going to happen, sis?
She does not sit.
Then she took her back to her house and put on a Beyonce DVD, and then they got their lives. I was like, you could have just done that all day. She was like, I know. I could have just ordered pizza and played Beyonce, and life would have been grand.
That's right, Auntie Crystal.
Auntie Crystal, listen, she gives kids she took her to the toy store, ice cream, movies. I was like, God, you be setting standards that niggas just can't meet.
Listen.
But that's what aunties and uncles are supposed to do. Anyway, let's get into our show.
Hey, let's do it. All right, let's move into.
Hola al mi hermana.
Is hola? That's how you say shout out? Oh my God. Help us today. Hola a mi hermana. That's not what Hennessy said. Hennessy said, my sister's popping right now.
My sister's popping right now, like.
So it's time for shout out to my sis. This week's shout out to my sis comes from, we got a letter. We got a email from our listener by the name of Edna. Edna writes, hi ladies. First, love the show. Thanks, Edna. You're the best.
Thanks, Edna.
I know, right? Second, I want to quick shout out my sis, Harriet, of www.faharinaturals.com. Harriet is a member of Team Type and Fast and just a wonderful woman doing the damn thing. She started her own hair and body product line, Fahari Naturals. Fahari is Swahili for pride. After she suffered months of allergies and breakouts. In the process of elimination of food, she discovered that hair and body products were also questionable, and reading is important in terms of like reading the labels and finding out what horrible chemicals are in the products that we use. So from her experience, she seeks to educate us on product ingredients and just get our beautiful brown skins and kinks glowing and thriving. Shout out to my good fellow Kenyan American sis, Harriet. Please check out the website and support her. Sincerely, Edna. So we did. I checked out faharinaturals.com and found some great information that I thought would be awesome for you guys to check out as well. So Fahari Naturals is simple everyday products using clean and organically sourced ingredients. Fahari Naturals is committed to bringing hazard-free, certified organic natural products that are safe and good for all humankind. It's an ingredient-conscious company, so they stay away from chemicals that aren't necessary. They do use preservatives. However, all preservatives are non-harsh, biodegradable, and safe in order to provide efficacy and short-term shelf life of 12 months. All products are formulated without the use of parabens, petroleum, propylene or butylene glycol, and sodium lauryl sulfates. Pesticides, I don't know what that word is. Is it? I don't know. I'm just going to skip over it because chemistry is not my major. But artificial dyes and synthetic fragrances are not in the products as well. And the products are never, ever tested on animals. The link will be in the description box below. It's for harinaturals.com. Right now, they're running a promotion of free shipping on orders above $50 for U.S. orders only, and they're now shipping to Canada. She offers a full line of skincare and hair care, a starter kit, which is pretty cool. It's a $30 price for $45 value products that offers a co-wash, an oil that could be used for skin and hair, a face wash, and a face moisturizer, and a fair, like a shea butter cream. So yeah, it's a collection of the favorite Fahari Naturals products, and they have in cute little try me sizes. And so you get 4 try me sizes and 1 full size product, and you can literally just test out the starter kit to see how the products go, and then you can go back and order order what you like. So they carry all kinds of skincare, moisturizers, toners, face washes, oils, serums, and it's all natural stuff. So everyone, I think it would be awesome if you guys would check out faharinaturals.com and see what they have to offer. They seem to be very reasonably priced, and I believe that shipping promotion will be available for a good long time. So yeah, faharinaturals.com. Shout out to Edna for sending in the email, and shout out to Harriet, who is the owner of the business.
Yes, Harriet. Yes, Edna.
I love it. I'm in the mood. I mean, I'm in the market for a good toner, so maybe I will give them a try.
Yeah, I can't wait to try out the products.
Yeah, sounds good. So yeah, y'all check them out. All the information will be in the description box. All right, boys and girls, we're going to gather around the kitchen table for this week's edition of Kitchen Table Talk. What you snacking on this week, sis?
A bowl of Chex.
Like Chex Mix? I thought you was trying to. I thought you was saying
cereal.
money moves. Bloody shoes.
After the holidays, ain't no money moves.
You know what I'm saying? I thought you had gotten some Christmas money. You was making it rain on these hoes.
Wish.
I'm eating checks for my snack. I'm snacking on these checks, so.
When you're a parent, you don't get gifts anymore.
I'm an adult and I don't get gifts. Hallelujah.
Boom. So that's just how you just give the gifts. But no, literally a bowl of checks.
Just regular checks. Do you put anything in them?
I actually sprinkle a good amount of cinnamon on top because I love cinnamon. They're honey nut checks, and then I sprinkle some cinnamon with some really cold almond milk.
Fanciful.
Yeah. And then there's leftovers. I did a ton of heavy hors d'oeuvres and things.
You're so classy.
Well, you be wanting to like not eat the same thing that you ate at Thanksgiving because it's literally a few weeks later. So you got to figure out how to do it. So Santana had a great idea. Her family does like everybody brings a heavy hors d'oeuvre. So I just did a bunch of heavy hors d'oeuvres.
Fancy.
So yeah.
Oh my gosh, you'll have to tell us what your menu is.
I will.
Yeah, I don't have any snacks today. I'm just sitting here drinking this good old African American ginger ale. Ginger ale is like the great panacea for all blacks. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just you just feel better about your life after you have some good cold ginger ale, like my grandma said. Give me a ginger ale.
Stomach virus. Give me a ginger ale.
Yeah, man. Ginger ale is just
saltines and a ginger ale.
That's the first line of defense when it comes to medication. Ginger ale.
Absolutely, ginger ale. All that sugar.
I know, right? Soda, literally, that's what it is. But that's fine. All right. So this week at the kitchen table, since many of us, thank God, are on a bit of a break between the holidays, between Christmas and New Year's, we thought it would be cool to talk about some favorite things that we like to do when on holiday break. So we've put together a little list here of things, ways that we pass the time on holiday break, and just kind of like an easy breezy kind of conversation before we get right back into the swing of real life adulting at the first show of the year. Next week, right? Right? Okie doke.
Yes, because we already have the heat for you.
Of course. We already packing. But yeah, sis, did you want to go first and tell the people what some of your favorite things to do on holiday break are?
So the very first thing that I like to do on a holiday break, which is the obvious, I think, for so many of us, catch up on sleep.
Bruh. Ain't got good?
'Cause nigga. Oh my God, all
just
the time.
Alarms off. Who needs alarms?
No street cleaning. No taking the kid to school.
Nope.
Like no work. No nothing. I just want to literally sleep until my body wakes up, which is actually not that long.
It's not early. I mean, it's not late anymore.
It's not late anymore at all.
That's a surefire sign of adulting. Your incapacity to sleep in. That's it. Oh boy. When you feel like, oh yeah, even when I get in the bed late, like I get in the bed at like 1 a.m, I'm like, oh, I'm not going to get up until like 10 o'clock. No. At 6:45, 6:30, my body is like, good morning. Good morning. I'm like, girl,
right.
We just got in the bed. Like, what are you doing? But
my body doesn't wake up that early. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'm able to go back to sleep, but I will. My body at a smooth 8:30. My body's like, "Hey, girl, what's up? We up?
8:30 is good.
What we doing? We gotta pee." It's good, right? Yeah. Like but that's because I won't go to bed until 4.
Oh, girl. No.
But regardless,
you play too much.
My body's still gonna be like, "Hey, it's time for you to get up, sis."
Right. So catching up on sleep is a really big one. Not only just like, sleeping overnight, but I also find that holiday breaks are prime real estate for naps.
Napping.
Oh yes. Naps and siestas. We thank God.
Siestas.
I'm going just reinstate the siesta for this week and then just let it bless you. Let it bless your life.
Pretend we in Europe.
Just a full break in the middle of the day. So yes, catching up on sleep is number one. I think The second one, or one of my favorite things to do, on a holiday break is to, clean, declutter, and purge. And I'm not just talking about like your house. So yes, you should clean your house and do laundry and get all those things, in place, but purging in terms of like getting rid of old clothes, donating. It's also a really good time to kind of get all that stuff together to donate one last time so you can get your tax write-off, get that in. But also in terms, not just that kind of stuff, but getting rid of old paper, mail. I'm really not good about, opening my mail. So,
same.
I tend to have lots of old mail hanging around the house that I need to like shred. And so that's one thing that I definitely will be addressing. Not only paper mail, but email as well. Like my email inbox is pretty, it's ridiculous. Like I'm actually quite embarrassed. I think we've talked about this before in terms of unread emails.
Let's see where we at right now. What you got?
I don't even want to. I'm literally ashamed.
I may beat you. Let's see. Let's play a game.
I doubt that you, cause people are, when I talked about my my unlistened to voicemails, I was shamed for weeks on the Twitter. I don't know if I'm ready to disclose.
Y'all ain't gonna make me feel bad. I have 51 unheard voicemails and 7,653.
I got you beat. I'm well into the 5 figures. Well, I am squarely in to the 5-figure range of unread email in my Gmail. My work email is not bad. I don't have any unread emails in my work email just because, I got to be on top of that. But as far as my Gmail, first of all, I got like 5 Gmail accounts, but the main one, we're standing squarely in the 5 figures. And I'm not proud of that at all, but here we are. So yeah, I'm going to try to get down. I'm going to try to get down to 4 figures. I can't make any promises though, cause that's a lot. Also, in terms of, I also like to clean out my DVR cause, that tends to get a little cluttered as well. Cause I like to watch my programs.
My sis loves her TV. Everybody knows.
That's my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Jay smokes weed. I watch the reruns. You know what I'm saying? Reruns. All of them. I needs that.
Every once in a while I'll chime in on her reruns and then I'll go back to my business.
That's right. Also clear your mind. Do some sort of intentional activity that's renewing, that clears your head and gets you in a fresh state. Whether that be like exercising, journaling. I am partial to coloring. I will be bringing my coloring books and colored pencils to my mom's.
I want to get some Prismacolor.
I have some
colored pencils.
I ordered some off the Zon.
I haven't had any since like 7th grade, so I'm really excited to get my Prismacolor.
Totally. When I was and I brought them to my mom's, and when I'll be on the airplane back to DC later this week, I will have my coloring books and colored pencils in tow, because that's just how it's just like it's just therapy for me. Very therapeutic.
But in terms of decluttering, I just, there are things I always talk about. There are things I want to do with my home. The new year is a wonderful way, and that holiday break is a wonderful way to just clear some of that old junk out and be able to have some fresh space to start over and start new. You know what I'm saying? So to be able to clear some of that junk out of your house, it makes you feel good to clear out your mind. Like he has said, rest your mind. Rest your mind, you know what I'm saying? And take days to do what you need to do. Like listen to some music, watch TV while you're doing it, but you can do it simultaneously and it's relaxing actually.
Start fresh. Like, I'm saying? I tend to do a lot of reflecting during this particular week, just thinking about what the year has been for me, in terms of highs and lows and what I'm looking forward to in the coming year. Just being really reflective. I tend to write a lot in my prayer journal. I tend to read old things that I've written in the journal this year and just kind of thinking about that. I don't know. It's not something that I do often, but I do like to just kind of keep up with what my thinking is doing,
right,
in really intentional ways. And kind of for me, reading through my journal kind of helps me keep track of that. So I don't know if that is helpful, but yeah, that's one of the things that I do. I don't mean, we kind of talked about this in terms of cleaning out your DVR, but catching up on old shows, movies, documentaries, things that you've been meaning to see. That's also pretty fun to do this week, and watching things that you don't get to watch. I am very much looking forward to daytime television. Just getting back into that since I've been, at my grandparents and my mom's house. I'm kicking in with them, and all we do is watch the daytime TV. My grandmother is very, very partial to the Game Show Network. We sit up here and we watch the shows and we play along, and it's just kind of fun family time for us. I'm very partial to Chain Reaction. If you don't know the Game Show Network, just give it a chance. Like, I judged it at first, but my grandmother literally put me on some good game shows. I think that
the grandmothers always know.
Oh my gosh. Family Feud, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Chain Reaction, all of these, Deal or No Deal. That's how we watch all of these things literally all day long. So,
and then for those of you all with subscriptions who have not had time to sit down and watch anything, some of my favorites, The Handmaid's Tale, so good. And I heard that it's very much aligned with the book. So The Handmaid's Tale was a really, really good show on Hulu.
Yes, and I also plan to catch up. I also plan to watch She's Gotta Have It, because I still have not done that.
Watch that.
I will.
Yes. And then let's have a discussion about it.
Okay. I'm looking forward to it.
Stranger Things Season 2. Season 1, for those who have not caught on. Even if you're not really into sci-fi, Stranger Things is just a really, really good show. People like my sis here probably will not watch, but for those who are partial to heathenism, American Horror Story. I love American Horror Story. It was a really great show. Excuse me.
I let y'all have those witches and things. I don't fool with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have a good time. I'm all for, I get it. I know it's like fiction, and I can appreciate that.
I draw the line somewhere. I will say that.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna catch a nigga watching like The Exorcist. Hell no. Oh, I'm not watching that shit. Rosemary's Baby. Y'all can keep that.
No.
But I did watch American Horror Story. It was really good, mainly for the story. But there's so many shows for you guys to catch up on. This Is Us. This Is Us is such a good series.
Oh, I've still not watched that. I didn't think it would. I thought it would trigger me. I did.
It could.
Yeah.
It could. It's a very emotional show, even if you don't have a lot of emotional things going on. So I can see how it could be a trigger, but it is a very, very good show.
I've heard of that. And I like Sterling, what's his last name? Brown?
Sure.
Is that it?
I don't know.
I hope I didn't make that up. What's that man's name? I should know this. Sterling is also how many white men are named Sterling? Is that a black person's name?
Sterling. I think so. I have to say it so that I know.
Yeah, I think his name is Sterling Brown. Yes, I was right. Sterling K. Brown. Sterling Kelby Brown.
Who is that?
Isn't that the man from This Is Us?
I don't know anybody's name. That's a problem.
Oh my gosh. Get your life.
Oh yeah, you said a white man.
No, I'm saying I thought that Sterling was a white man's name.
Yeah, Randall. I love him. And his wife, Beth. Oh my God. She's like the nuclear Huxtable. I absolutely adore her.
Good time.
And she has constant, natural hairstyles, and she's very black. And even though, and this does not give anything away for those who have not watched the show yet, even though he's been adopted by a white family and he's been raised by a white family, he's still a very black man who married a black woman. And sis, hear this. One episode, because they ended up getting this little girl in foster care or whatever. So one episode, the little girl tried to say something about him being whitewashed and all of that, and how they have all this nice stuff or whatever. No, that's what it was. The little girl's mother was like, "I bet you married to a white woman." That's what it was. "Bet you married to a white woman." And he goes, "Let's be very clear. The woman I lay down next to at night wears silk satin scarf and use coconut oil. So I'm married to a black woman. Thank you." This Is Us is such a good show.
I
But
will give
yes,
it a go.
use this time to catch up on all of the things, all of the TV that you have not been able to. Just relax. Me and my husband designate one day when we're off together, like every once in a while, where we will literally not move. And my mother-in-law will take care of Noah. We'll get up, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while. But we order food. I don't cook a thing. And we lay in the bed all day and watch something. Now that's once every several months, but I think this week we're going to take a day to do that.
I don't have a husband, but that's something that I do
Well, I
often.
mean, you know what I'm
So
saying?
frequently.
By yourself, with a spouse, with a roommate, whatever.
Oh, good time. All right. Another thing that you can do is shop. I mean, I think that we can hit the malls up for those of us who are getting gifts or have gotten some gifts or have some Christmas money that we've received. It was a good time to kind of head out and see what's out there. There's usually some sales as retailers are trying to get rid of, merch.
Day after Crema is the biggest shopping day of the year, they say.
Oh man. Yes, it is. And, I plan to participate myself.
Heavily.
Yes, indeed. Even if you can't find something that you want, it is true because, sometimes you just can't think of something that you want. We want to get something nice for yourself, but you don't necessarily know what. You don't have to do it right now. You don't have to do it right away. You can invest your money or save it to see if it'll grow a little bit. And then maybe you can get something even better.
Amen.
True indeed. I also think that this holiday break time is a great time to handle all of your appointments as it relates to health and beauty. So go to the doctor. I know you have a few more days to spend down your flex spending account. If you need to do that, you can fill your prescriptions. You can get other extra little things that you need. It's also a good time to get everything handled as far as hair, nail, skincare, hair removal. I love to go into the new year, like properly, everything got to be in order. Nails done, hair done, everything did.
That's
I don't
real.
know. That's just me. It's kind of like a habit because, we always go to church. All my whole life, we've gone to church on New Year's Eve. And it's not really like
That's so fascinating to me.
It's not a time that, it's really?
Yeah, I know a lot of people who do it, but I just never did.
Yeah, I've never not been in church. The times that I've tried to go somewhere else, it was like, oh no, I'm supposed to be in church. So I didn't even enjoy myself. And I ended up would leave and just, by the time at midnight hit, I was in the building. So it didn't even really matter. But, yeah, it's not a day that everybody comes to church dressed up, but it's always been a day that I just like to look like something. That's just me though.
That's that's your thing. You going into the new year and you want to feel nice.
Going into the new year. So yeah, I have already hit up all of I'm making my appointments to get my hair colored and get my hair cut. I'm just going to be all set up on New Year's Eve because that's just what I like to do. But yeah, that's one of the things, you can do.
Absolutely. It's not a time where activity is nice. And if you guys want to take a day and you want to go do something, you want to go enjoy like a wintry outdoor activity or whatever, it's a good time to spend time with your kids, but it's a good time to really unwind and be able to take that time to just rest your body, rest your mind, and get yourself refreshed for the new year.
Yeah, man. Take it full advantage. Use up your Groupons. And I know this week, a lot of the beauty spas and nail shops and stuff, they will have special Groupons.
Absolutely.
Just for this week. So you can kind of save a coin.
Yeah, because I'm probably going to get a massage.
I actually have a massage Groupon that I've not used. So I might take advantage of that as well.
I need a massage so bad.
A massage. That would be clutch. And pedicures. Pedicures are my love language. Although I don't really like my feet, and I don't like people touching or looking at my feet, I just feel like if I can get a pedicure every week, I would, because it's just something that just makes me feel better about my life. I just love to have healthy feet.
In the wintertime, I actually to save a little bit of money, but also I've kind of just made a routine out of it. I give myself a pedicure and I have a foot bath. I set up, like when I have time, like this week, I'm probably going to do it. When I have time, I literally will sit down, I'll put a towel, I'll get all my tools because I have all the same tools at the nail shop, and I'll put my foot bath and whatever I want to put in it that's going to relax me, make some little lavender water, and I'll sit in front of the TV and watch something and give myself a pedicure. But it's like something about it is very therapeutic,
That's what's
very
up.
cathartic.
I really wish that I was a part of that do-it-yourself ministry. It's just not what the Lord gave me.
That's real.
I wish, like, there are things that I feel like I can wash my hair myself and do that kind of thing, especially now that I'm bald headed again. But, yes. But, as far as like, and I can do my own makeup, but as far as like,
you can do your own makeup.
when I had really long hair, when my hair was longer than it is now, there's like, I have a very clear lane about, these are the things that I can do and these are the things that I cannot. I'm really clear about that. And I don't fool with my own nails. I've always admired the girls who could give themselves their own manicures and pedicures, but I'm just not talented.
I don't have nails like you. Because I cook so much and use my hands so much, and because I'm just a clumsy fool, I just have to keep my nails at a particular length. I actually have to fight myself from biting my nails. Confession.
Oh, you one of those.
Yeah, I have to. So I don't. I'm actually not biting them at all right now. And they grow nicely, but I'm good for cutting them, and like I'll paint them so that I don't bite them. And I don't bite them in public because that's disgusting. But it's a nasty habit in general, so I really try not to do that. But I do. I give myself my own manicures and pedicures. In the summertime, I go get pedicures, but in the wintertime, I give myself, and I just make it a thing.
Like my dream house will have a pedicure chair in it.
Ooh, like a real fancy one.
Like a real one, like it from the shop.
Yeah, that's real.
Yes.
I'm not mad at that.
My dream home, like when I have all the way arrived and when I am who the Lord made me to be, I will have a house somewhere and there will be a pedicure. Yes, I will have a Joanne. I will have a wealthy Caucasian home.
Joanne.
And it will be everything, okay? Y'all not going to tell me nothing. So yeah, I think that really quick, I guess we can kind of move on. These are kind of bonuses, cause I have one and then Jade has one. I'm going to let her take it away, but, this break before the new year is also a great time to start a new book.
Yes.
And since, we're getting ready to move into a new year, and since Getting Grown and Team Typing Fast have been talking about a book club for a few weeks now, we have decided that now is the time to get started. And I have procured a very short list of 3 possible books that we can, that will be, selected for 3 possible books that, one will be chosen as the first book of the book club. And I'm going to share what the titles are and maybe give a little bit about each one. And then in the description box will be a link to a Twitter poll where I'm asking each and every one of you to vote on which book you think we should read in the book club. So I'm going to share the titles now, and I'm anxious to see what you guys think. So please let me know. The first book is called The Sisters Are All Right: Changing the Broken Narrative of Black Women in America. It's by Tamara Winfrey Harris. She takes us on a trip back in history and acquaints us with the origins of stereotypes such as the Mammy, Sapphire, and the Jezebel. And she explores deep into the various connotations within every aspect of life, from beauty, sex, marriage, and strength. She's interviewed many Black women from different backgrounds, ages, and walks of life. And we all see how, our experiences differ and converge. She's kind of retelling the narrative of the Black women, of Black women in America. So I thought that would be a cool option for a first book for us.
Ooh, I vote that one.
Yeah. The second one is called The Little Black Book of Success: Laws of Leadership of Black Women. It's by 3 women, Elaine Merrill Brown, Marsha Haywood, and Rhonda Joy McLean. So with so many strikes against Black women from the jump, navigating the business world is a little different for us than it is for, our counterparts to face. And so this book kind of talks about navigating away from the label of being the angry Black woman, not being a doormat either. So these three successful African American executives share advice on how to make it to the top. And they describe the book as the little mentor in your pocket. So I thought that might be an interesting read for us as well.
Ooh, I vote that one.
Yeah. And I know you're not going to vote for this one, though. This is a book called What I Know for Sure, and it's by Auntie Oprah Winfrey. She shares, she's written essays where she's talked about life lessons that she's learned from her past. And she's divided them into several different themes that are designed to encourage us to be our best self. So we are literally taking a trip into a little bit of a memoir from Auntie O. So I thought that would be awesome.
Well, I'll only vote that one if she tells us how we can get as rich as she is.
Listen, I'm guessing that there will be some money advice featured somewhere.
Oh, man. I may vote that
Okay. One. But yeah, as I said before, ladies, this book club is going to be a staple on Getting Grown going forward. And it's also going to be featured as a part of what we're doing on Teen Typing Fast as well. There'll be more information on that in the very near future. The poll is going to be up for a little while so that we can hopefully get enough votes and make a decision and then we'll be able to announce pretty soon which book will be the book. And then we'll all have a few weeks to read the book before we discuss the book, probably in one of our upcoming shows in February. So y'all check out the link and cast your votes. And I'm excited to read these books with you.
Yes, me too.
Oh yeah, man. We're going to have a good time. The next thing I thought that would be really cool, and especially since Getting Grown features a world-renowned chef and caterer in the person of Jade of all Jades. So during a holiday break, we often are worn out and beat over the head with our leftovers. So I thought it would be cool for Jade of all Jades to share with us a recipe of a way that we can kind of repurpose and reimagine some of this age-old food that we've been eating for centuries around the holiday time. So yeah, take it away, Jade. Let us know how we can repurpose our holiday dinner.
Well, as I mentioned before, I got the idea from Santana, but I'm tired of eating the same thing back to back multiple holidays. And so that's why I went with the heavy hors d'oeuvre idea. So that's something that you can do that's innovative when you are trying to figure out, okay, what are we going to do for Christmas? Because we literally just cooked all the same food for Thanksgiving. Think about some other cuisines to learn how to cook, but we'll do more videos and things like that, featuring some different ideas and some recipes. But to repurpose your meal this year, if you did do your typical soul food meal, I did feature it a few years ago on Two Guys and a Girl, but that's since been laid to rest. So what you can do is get yourself some egg roll wrappers from the supermarket. It's really easy to find. And then you can stuff them with whatever leftovers you have. I've done dressing, a little mac and cheese, some collard greens, a little turkey or ham, and roll them up. And then, did an egg wash to secure them. Fried them, or you can bake them, and then dip them in a cranberry sauce. And it's like having a little holiday egg roll with a dipping sauce. And so that's one way that you can repurpose your leftovers from the holiday so that you're not eating them the typical way.
Who would have thunk? I think that sounds like it would be really tasty. But
it's actually really good.
I can imagine, especially because I believe that cranberry sauce is served in heaven.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yes, it is. Because it has a way of making everything better.
Absolutely.
I'm sure one of these anti-cranberry sauce people are going to jump in the comments and just raise hell about me saying that.
Well, let's just go ahead and put a disclaimer out there that we don't care because cranberry sauce is delicious.
It is delicious.
I don't care what you think about it. And yes, in order for this recipe, you do have to have your bougie cranberry sauce. I do make my own cranberry sauce.
Gosh.
I know that Kia and several of our other wonderful, good friends, Dustin, love a canned cranberry sauce.
Dustin, that's right. That's how
I grew up on
all
canned
the
cranberry
ocean
sauce. You know what I'm
spring.
saying?
Okay.
I get it. I know what it is. I grew up on it. I love an ocean spray cranberry sauce, but I have since elevated my life.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use the cranberry sauce for so many things. You can put them in drinks. You can use it as your typical cranberry sauce as your side, but you can also use it as your dipping sauce. So that's why it's so nice to have.
Well, okay. I'll let you have your bougie cranberry sauce for these purposes. But as for me and my
Dip
house,
an egg roll in that Jello.
that's fine. That's fine. But you can cut your jellied cranberry sauce into beautiful cylindrical slices. It will be awesome.
Still can't dip.
It's fine.
Anyway.
It tastes amazing.
So we have some really fun things coming from Getting Grown, for Team Typing Fast, for Jade of All Jades, for the culture, all of that. We have some really fun things coming for 2018. It's going to be a year full of going and doing.
Oh yeah.
And so all of the comments, all of the questions, can I get a recipe book? All of that. You're going to get something better. I'm working on something even better.
Now, we out here.
We out here.
So yes, thank you guys for joining us at the kitchen table today. And we're going to move on to the Honesty Box.
This week's episode of Getting Grown is sponsored by Stitcher Premium. If you don't know who Issa Rae is, I suggest you crawl out of the bunker you've been living in and get into her widely acclaimed podcast, Fruit. Fruit is a gripping audio drama that tells the story of X, an African-American pro football player on the journey to self-discovery and sexual exploration. Fruit is written and directed by Issa Rae. Get into that black girl magic.
Treat yourself for the holidays and start listening to Fruit now. Plus, Stitcher Premium has a great holiday deal going on for a limited time only. You can get 30% off Stitcher Premium when you use the promo code GROWN30. Just go to StitcherPremium.com/fruit and use that promo code GROWN30 for 30% off. That's StitcherPremium.com/FRUIT.
Honestly, truly.
It's time for the Honesty Box. All right. So let's get right into it. Hey, Jade and Kia. I want to say I love the podcast and you guys give me so much life each week. I live, Hunty.
Yes, Hunty.
All right. But let me get to the point of the email. I'm currently in a situationship, so here's the background.
Oh, Lord.
I've been... I love a commentary.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm not being sarcastic. I really love a commentary. I've been physically and emotionally involved with this man on and off majority for the past 11 years. Yes, I said 11. Right. That's long as fuck. It started off as just a physical relationship and we became friends afterwards. Over the years, he has been one of my biggest cheerleaders. He supports me in achieving all of my goals and he gives me advice about anything over the sun and under the moon.
Huh.
To say the least, I can talk to him about anything. So many things. Sorry, I was getting ready to sing. So many things have gone on in my life over these past years, and he's been there for me. If it's just to listen to some of my rants. Just as he has supported me and been there for me, I have done the same for him. We never were in a relationship with a title. We both have dated outside of each other. I've always had love for him and kind of ran from the fact that I may be in love with him due to the nature of how our relationship started. How you find him is how you lose him motto. In 2010, he got engaged to the mother of his then two children. I can't lie, the engagement threw me completely off because I thought he was single and wasn't something we spoke about. When he got engaged is when I actually realized that I loved him more than I thought. I took a few months to myself and stopped communicating with him, but that didn't last long because we started back being physical and talking. Our physical relationship ended when he got married in 2012, and I got into what I thought was a serious relationship. We still communicated during this time and even seen each other on numerous occasions without having sex.
Oh, God.
Fast forward to the last year, I gave in and became physical with him and have since.
No!
This is something I am not proud of at all. Our relationship hasn't changed since he is married. We still hang out in public. He's still here emotionally when I need him to be. This past year has been completely confusing to me because I'm in love with a married man.
Oh.
I told him I love him and he now knows that I'm in love with him.
Wow.
He has told me he loves me as well. I have a close relationship with God and I continuously pray about this situation. I'm not sure if it's because I'm digmatized.
Oh.
I'm not hearing from the Lord.
Oh.
I'm not a naive woman who believes that he will leave his family for me. I cherish our friendship, but this is wearing on me emotionally. Since I'm currently single, he gets my undivided attention, and I don't even have the desire to give my attention to someone else. I've tried to stop calling him on several occasions, but since he has become my go-to person for so long, I always end up going back. I know what I need to do. I just don't know how to do it. I know that without sex, I will continue to feel the same way about him since there was a 4-year period of us not having sex. How do I walk away? Sincerely confused heart woman.
Girl,
Ooh.
I am overwhelmed.
Heavy.
Heavy. Jesus. Whew.
That's heavy.
Okay. This is a lot to take in.
A lot to unpack.
I really feel like, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds to me that your girl knows what she has to do. I don't know what exactly she's looking for in terms of advice, but I feel like there is no way. Like you said, she wants to know. She knows that she needs to leave him, but she wants to know how.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if there's like a
how do I walk away?
How do you walk away? Ain't no how, girl. You just do it. This is gonna have to be a hard stop, and it's not gonna feel good no matter what. Because I mean, in my mind, I feel like if you don't stop yourself, something gonna stop you. You're gonna get pregnant. Like something is going to happen to stop you if you don't stop yourself. And there is no easy way to do this. But I mean, from the tone and many of the things that you said in the email, I mean, it's clear to me that you know full well that this is not a healthy situation and that you do not want to be in it. It's just a matter of doing something about it.
And I know the heart is treacherous. It is. And we all make mistakes and we're human. We sometimes get in situations that we didn't intend to get into. Right. It doesn't make you a bad person. No. You know what I'm saying? You know, you just got in a little over your head and it's gotten into a place where it's out of control. But you got to put things into perspective. You got to realize, yeah, you love this man, but he does have a family. You know that. You stated that. But at the same time, he's been your confidant, your go-to. He said, you know, he talked to you about things, but he didn't talk to you about a really big part of his life, which was
the fact that he was getting ready to propose to his baby mother.
Right. Like that's a plan.
Yeah, man. This is not a decision that he made casually.
No, that's a plan. That's a big part of life. That's something that people who you love are involved in. And then furthermore, they were bringing life into this world and now they have 2 kids. Right. And so, you know, there's something there where he is drawn to his family. And so therefore you have to realize you don't have to play this part. You don't have to be this person. We're not saying you're a bad person, but you don't have to be this person. You don't have to play this backseat role. You know what I'm saying? You're better than that.
True. I mean, and I mean, for what it's worth, the way that he treats you is beneath what you deserve.
You said you're always there and available for him.
Exactly. And you're not,
you know what I'm saying?
You're not reciprocating. So you're not,
right.
This is not benefiting you in the way that you think it is. So I fully understand the connection that you have with this man emotionally, mm-hmm. and the fact that he has been a support system for you in place of other people. But I mean, this goes back to, you know, people being built certain kind of ways, right? So there are mm-hmm. those of us, please note the pronoun that I use, those of us who are not capable of situationships. And it's easy for us to get caught up in these kinds of situations because all of our stuff is connected. So I think, you know what I'm saying? Like there are those, and I mean, I'm not knocking it. It's just a matter of coming to terms with the kind of person that you are, and doing what is best for you. So there are people who mm-hmm. can move and be, you know, sexually connected to people and still be able to maintain that emotional boundary. And then there are those people who cannot do that. So this right. is not a situation over 11 years has proven that this is not a boundary that you can ever have with this man. So, I don't know that being said, I don't know if that there is a easy or a tactful or a delicate way for you to go about ending this relationship. It's going to have to be abrupt. It's going to have to be, challenging and difficult. I just think, I don't know if you agree or not, but I just feel like a hard stop is the only way out.
Oh, I agree, because the thing about it is, if you try to wean yourself, you're not going to wean anything. You're just going to keep in the same pattern that you've been going on for years. And it's, this is your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? This man is your comfort zone. And so it's going to be real hard and it's going to be uncomfortable. But unfortunately, you have invested so much time and so much emotion and so much of yourself into this, that the only way for you to be able to walk away is to do a clean, smooth break. And it's going to be heartbreaking. So we're going to tell you that right now. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be heartbreaking. You're going to want to call this man. You're going to want to relapse. There might need to be drastic, necessary, things that you need to do to get him out of your life. You may need to go get yourself a new phone number, completely erase this man's number out of your memory,
on all social media.
You have to go through drastic measures, and it doesn't make you petty. You are doing what you need to do, but it is time. 11 years is a long time.
This man has 2 children and a whole wife.
A whole family. He has an entire family.
Complete family.
And this is not a judgment. And if anything, I'm judging this nigga.
Exactly.
I'm judging the hell out of him. But this is not a judgment on you. But at the same time, you know what it is. And you've got to have that self-respect to know that it's time to cut ties with this man and for you to invest in yourself. And if you do want to be in a relationship, you deserve to be in a healthy relationship in which both parts are offering their full 100% selves. Not somebody that you waiting to call you at a particular hour because that's when he's able to get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, totally. And I mean, I'm only saying this because you said in the email that you have a close relationship with God. And I really feel like you deserve a relationship that you're able to have a clear conscience about. And let me tell you something. If it's going to be hard, totally. Mm-hmm. But I believe that if you ask God in your close relationship with him to give you the tools and the means and whatever else that you need in order for you to get out of this unhealthy situation, I believe that he will close those doors. And God got a way of closing doors forever, ever. So.
But you have to be ready to receive.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you do your part. I mean, you asking God to do it doesn't mean that you continue to sit in a situation. I feel like God responds to our faith in action. So when you say, God, I don't want to deal with this dude no more, and then you proceed to doing the things that Jay suggested that I wholeheartedly agree with in terms of changing your telephone number and blocking this nigga on social media, like, you got to get ghost. He cannot find you no more.
But you have to ghost yourself.
Yeah, but you have to do that. And it's going to be hard. Get an accountability partner, call your cousin, you got to do it. You have to do it. I guess that's, yeah. And I don't think that you as confused as you think you are.
No, you just don't. You're just not ready to do it. It's time for you to do it.
You just don't want to.
Right.
And that's fair.
You don't. And yeah, it's because you're in love.
And that's what adulting is all about. Doing a whole bunch of things that you don't want to do. That's the bottom line.
But that are good for you.
That's right. That's right.
So, I'm sorry that you're dealing with this, and I'm sorry that, the time has built up so much to where you have built up so much emotion for this person, where it's going to be even harder for you to do so. But just remember that the more time that you take in order to do this, it's going to be even harder for you to do it.
Oh, yeah.
And like he has said, something's going to make you do it. So do it before that happens.
I'm telling you what I know, girl, not what I heard. Hello. Good morning.
Like, get yourself together, because you're going to drive yourself crazy. Like, you're literally going to drive yourself crazy, because there's always going to be something lacking, because it's not a full, substantial relationship. And and you're not getting what you deserve out of it.
You're not even getting what you want.
You're not.
You're getting good sex, and you might think that that's what you want.
A nice conversation.
Yeah, and support, but you're not getting it the way that you want, the way that you deserve. So
you want to come home and let a nigga rub your feet and be like, yo, I had a hard day. Like, can you please? You can't do that ever with this man. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get it together, and you're going to have to do something that you don't want to do. But it's time.
Yeah, man. We appreciate you trusting us enough to tell us your business in this way. And we hope that whatever we've said, you receive it in the spirit that it's given. This is, again, like Jay said, not judging. I know that I reacted mainly because I was,
Well, girl, you know that story was
girl, give me a break. But
that's why you put it in parentheses. Yes,
exactly.
11.
So, but yeah, like Jay said, no judgment here. We all speaking from places. We've all done dumb things that we wish that we would never done and never had any intention of doing, but found ourselves in dumb situations. So
I'm not even telling you I ain't never been in a situation similar.
Yeah. I mean, that's neither here nor there.
Maybe not, not to that.
Not to this extent, but I have definitely been with somebody I ain't supposed to been with. I've not been with a married person, but I have been in a situation that I'm not supposed to be in. And that's just the bottom line.
Right.
But, girl, yeah, all that to say, you are amongst family here, so don't feel no kind of way. We're just trying to keep it real with you, because I think that's what you wanted us to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
You know what you gotta do though.
We got your back, sis. Keep us updated. Let us know how it turns out.
And I want to be very responsible of the things I say to my sister, because everybody know I can be real petty. P-E to the T-T-Y.
It is time to put our petty on parade, boys and girls. And I am ready. I am armed and equipped with my petty peeve, and I'm going to share it right now.
He stepped up. She was like, I have one.
I have one. And I cannot blame anybody but myself for what I'm about to say. I am tired of paper cuts. I have been cutting myself with paper, literally ripping my skin open. Literally for the last 45 days, I've gotten a paper cut a day, and I'm sick of it. Why do these little itty bitty, almost, you can't even see them. This unclockable, you can't even see the paper cut. You just feel this deep and stinging, intense pain. And it takes days for them to heal. Most of the time you get them in a place where you cannot really bandage, like on places on my hands where where a Band-Aid won't live. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't wear Band-Aids on your hands because you got to wash your hands. You got to do all these things with your hands. And it's just a waste of time, but they hurt.
So bad for so long, unnecessarily.
And I just don't know what's going on with me or what's going on with the paper or that I'm handling, but I am just not been able to handle paper without ripping my skin open, and I am over it. I'm talking about receipts. I'm talking about paper at my desk at work. I'm talking about wrapping paper. I'm talking about any and all paper has just been on some sort of just battle against me and my comfort here lately, and I'm over it.
Ooh, you know what's worse?
What?
Though? Plastic cuts.
I just hate all cuts. And I just wish, but I'm clumsy and I cut myself and hurt myself
often.
Very, 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 very often. Yes, that was about 4 to 5 varies, because that's how serious of a matter this is. Often. And I'm sick of it. I'm literally sick of it. I'm looking at a paper cut right now and it hurts and it's ugly. And I know that it's going to continue to hurt for the next few days. And I just wish that it would go away.
I'm so sorry, sis.
Me too, but go ahead.
Okay, I don't think we've done this before, and I can't believe we've taken so long to do it. If there are multiple stalls in the bathroom, and I'm in one, don't go to the one next to me. Go to, skip a stall. Where is your manners? Who are you? Who raised you? Go 2 stalls down. not saying that I need privacy, but I'm like, there's no reason. I understand why men feel overwhelmed when another man comes to the urinal right next to them. Like, that's how I feel. And there's actually an entire wall between us. But no, I really need you all to skip a stall, use your etiquette and use your manners. It's an unwritten rule. Skip a stall. Don't go to the stall next to the person unless it's a full bathroom. That's the only excuse.
Go off.
That's my petty peeve.
Go off. But yeah, I guess we'll wrap it up because I don't know that we have much else to say. We are on holiday break and we deserve.
So I'm sorry for being so tired.
And, yeah, we hope that this episode is to your liking. And if not, we'll see you next week. It'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
We just wanted to give y'all a little something. We just didn't have
a whole lot to give, but we wanted to give you a little something. We hope that you enjoy the rest of your holiday season. As Jay said, please stay tuned. Make sure that you check out the description box for all of the links and updates and things that are going on with not only Getting Grown, but with Jade of all Jades for the culture, as well as Team Typing Fast. And that being said, we'll see you good folks in 2018.
2018.
Oh my goodness.
Make sure you're drinking while you're drinking your champagne, for every glass of champagne you drink a glass of water.
Moisturize and continue to mind the business that is